Hi and welcome everyone. The night Aldebaran was beside the moon a few months back. I found this overtop red gas or dust or planet. The bottom one looks like the one I found beside the sun, does it not? I'm trying to show you a 3D image, by the way, straight up shot, no tampering. Now, it's an absolutely exquisite object, but look in particularly at the top part. Doesn't it remind you of the object I caught by the sun? I think that this purple or red object could possibly be apart from the other object beside it, or it's one piece. I'm not sure yet, but this is the best view I've ever gotten of it, and the clearest shot I've ever gotten of it. And you know what? It was very big. It was cut off in the top of my photo, so possibly maybe even longer. Here's in black and white, simple black and white to get see more of the detail and features. The night Aldebaran kissed the moon a couple months back. Guys, these anomalies, this red dust that was around it, this was massive. It was huge. It was caught in the top part of my photo. And thus, then all the objects started barreling in, meaning I caught anywhere from 7 to 11 objects, which is absolutely fascinating for me as an amateur astronomer. The object or objects we see here could be possibly two objects, and I think the one on the top is our purple planet, the one that we're seeing by the moon and by the sun. But what's this other piece here? That would be another asteroid, I believe they would have declared, that has a tail end, maybe. It makes you wonder, and you see, I knew that this piece would at one point come to light on some of the other ones. So this could also be um, the purple planet by the sun. And now, where's the blue one? Big telescope is on its way. And remember, people, I'm getting these with my camera. My telescope is what gets me my moon. This is my technique and this is how I work, you know. Guys, in the north sky during the November full moon, the day itself of the full moon, in the north sky late at night, almost, I'd say almost probably the next day, midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, this is in the sky. These are in the sky. Very, very bright stars, of course. I could not see any color, but actually, I could see some flaring color. Wow, that's important to mention. But of course, you know, like Mars will flare red sometimes. But looking at it, um, I'm wondering if we're seeing some objects that are heating up from. We're seeing the light around them from the two neutron stars that collided. Could it be that this is not a collision, but I'm not sure. Look at the fragments or small pieces. They are slivers that are around. These objects. The sky's lit up, guys, and these neutron stars, the energy, maybe the gravitational waves that were sent out, all the light now, more light that's in the universe, maybe we're seeing deeper, my theory. Are we possibly seeing far out in the deep constellations, objects um, touching each other or coming close to each other? Look at the slivers. We got pieces here in green, and each of these spheres look agitated, one especially more than the other. It looks like it has actually pieces coming off of it. I think they actually touched. What's getting to me is why are all these systems agitated? Of course, some of these beautiful events are normal, maybe even most of them. That's for sure. I'm not saying that every single thing that I capture that's beautiful and mesmerizing. I mean, hey, it always looks like an explosion, right? It's stars. Look at this explosion. An asteroid surface or unknown celestial object, let's call it. Blue spot, top back corner on top left there. Looking up that information about cooling spots on objects. I mean, are these objects coming out of a cataclysmic event that happened? We're talking about two neutron stars in science now that collided. This is recent news. We're talking about black holes in the Great Nebula of Orion. Science is fascinating. All of these, and this is not even 1% of it. Let me tell you guys what I think, and just, my theory possible. You see that blue dome-like glass structure there? Okay, I'm just saying what it looks like. Well, listen, in reality, could it be the center of this asteroid or whatever it is in the lower atmosphere that I found? Could it be the hot cauldron soup in the center that's spewing out its natural elements and it's gathering right there in pockets? Like you'll see, in anything, even just looking at food, cooking, lasagna, the sauce spewing through. It's the same idea of the heat, guys. I'm just trying to make this basic for everyone and not be so scientific when this is all just common sense. Everyone should be scientific. These pockets could be natural elements coming out of what is heated up, and they're forming, the natural element is forming right there. It's actually spectacular that theory, if we look at the moon, we'd see why there are domes. But it could be a UFO, it could be um, a bomb, it could be a reservoir, a dome with people in it, a path along a ridge. You can see some in the red here. I mean, these are all theories, guys, right? Because science is a theory in reality. When you think of all these things, it makes you wonder. Look at how spherical this dome-like object is on the surface of an unknown celestial object in the lower atmosphere of Earth. It absolutely intrigues me that we could be looking at the beginning of a natural process, unknown natural process that forms this dome-like object. This is pretty incredible. Whoa. Thanks to these great people, the website contributors, the channel contributors, and to all of you, of course. Thanks for joining me, guys. We're getting that big telescope. I can feel it coming down now. Kevin MacLeod, go to incompetech.com if you want to see his entire collection. I always use his music. Thanks, Kevin. Please take the time to check out WSO YouTube channel. Steve and I, Steve Olson, we interact on Tuesday nights and whenever we can to share our thoughts on what we are finding in the sky. Thanks a lot.